Hey guys, what's up? It's your girl Cameray and you're watching Cameray Music TV, and I'm back with your Married to Medicine LA review. This is season number 2, episode 10, the finale for the season, and it looks like we did not get a reunion. We got a little Imani and Brittany on Watch What Happens Live, and that was it. And I would like to know why. As a viewer, I feel like we need an explanation. Is this going to be renewed for season 3? I don't know. I would like for it to come back. Don't y'all want for it to come back? I seen y'all in the comments on the last video, the last review. A lot of you guys really enjoy the show. You guys enjoy the positivity that it brings. You guys enjoy seeing, you know, the marriage and the medicine and actually being in the content. So I don't understand what the problem is. I know that drama brings ratings, but can we just have this one to offset all that? They have some drama sometimes. They try to keep it fun. I don't know. All right, so you guys know it's Christmas time on this show, and the ladies are getting ready for Jasmine's big Christmas party at the end of the episode. Okay, so you got okay, so you have this leering issue being that the ladies still haven't seen Jasmine's husband. We have not seen Jasmine's husband on this show at all. Okay, what I wish she would say is, you know, my husband has a problem. Maybe she can't say in so many words that he don't want to be on the show. Maybe she could just say, like, you know, my husband likes to keep a low profile. We could do something, you know, low key. I don't know, but to just not be having your husband around at nothing, he got to work for everything. It's just sus, right? Like, it don't have to be this covert all the time, right? So that's the big controversy for the show this episode. Okay, Shanique comes over to hang with Jasmine as she's setting up this huge Christmas tree, and Jasmine gifts Shanique with this glittery box, and it has this phone number to, was it Mark or Josh Altman, and apparently he's like the who's who of real estate agents, and you know that Shanique really wants to do this, and well, he's the who's who of luxury LA real estate, right? So this is like a huge thing, you know, a huge connection that Jasmine has hooked her up with. She ain't got to hop on Indeed or LinkedIn like the rest of us and fill out an application, okay? So she goes to lunch with him, and she's very nervous, and he's kind of giving her like this cockiness of just being like, you know, are you sure you have what it takes to be one of us? It's 24/7. It has to be full time. It's this, it's that. And it's like, I kind of feel like he was talking to her like that to kind of test the waters to see if she was really in it for real. Because after that, he starts giving her advice and telling her she has the look and the personality and she'll do fine, right? So I want to see if she's gonna still be doing this next season, because she seems to get intimidated easily. While she has the look, is she competitive enough to hack this out? I don't know. I feel like Shanique can do whatever she wants to do, but you know, Robert is supportive of it, and so now she really feels like she can dive right in. Okay, Kendra and Hobart are doing their family Christmas photos dressed alike with the dogs and their son, and Kendra goes ahead and tells her husband that she has signed this contract for this new job. She says that the job is flexible and that they basically know about her being a new mom, her husband being a doctor as well, and this is her passion. This is something that she cannot not do it, because it's not about the money, it's not about the job. It is about the fact that this is something that she's passionate about, women in medicine, women of color type of thing. And Hobart he enacts his advice that he received from Mack and Robert, and he's like, you know what, who am I to ask you to not be yourself fully? This is something that you're passionate about, this is something that makes you you, and so we just have to learn to live with it, and we roll with the struggles and the triumphs and all of that. But to ask you not to be you, that's messed up, and it's not cool. So I was very proud, and I was very happy to see like a potential issue somewhere that could have gotten out of hand, could have been like a power struggle, could have been all these different things, And because Kendra did sign that contract without consulting her husband or telling her husband the exact opposite or leaving information out of it. And just for him to realize, like, you know, I understand this is your passion. And I think when she explained it that way, when you tie more of like a heartfelt meaning to it, then he was able to understand why you want to do this so bad, right? Okay. So Shanique, I already talked about her having lunch. Brittany has finally kicked Miney out of the bed. Okay, because remember, she had this talk with the girls and she realized that she placed her son and her kids' love for them over the love for her and her husband. And, you know, as time went on, she saw the error in her ways and she realized, like, you know, this is my husband. This is somebody that I was with before the kids and we made these kids together. So I should prioritize the love between him and I the same way I prioritize the love between my children and I. So you could see that it was tearing her up and breaking her apart to kick Miney out. You know, he was sad, he was dragging, he went in there, he ran back in. Mac looked annoyed as heck, like, get this child out. So then he ends up sleeping with his sister on her top bunk, and Brittany goes on in there to her husband and they're finally able to cuddle and be with each other and stuff in her onesie, child, with sleeves and pant legs. And I was just like, girl, Mac must have known he wasn't getting none that night. Okay, so we see that Brittany has turned over a new leaf. Okay, so they wrapping up these storylines, preparing us, you know, this is the finale. And I wondered if this was really gonna be the finale. Like, did they not finish shooting? Because to end in December with the show premiering in May, it was just kind of weird. You know, like, why didn't y'all go into February at least? They had enough time for it not to end up in COVID. They had enough time to have a, well, not really, because they do the reunion after it's premiered a little bit, right? Okay, so Kendra and Leah are shopping for outfits and stuff for the party. And Kendra buys these $200 earrings. Basically, the whole thing that we got out of this was more anticipation for, is Jasmine's husband gonna be at this party? Kendra thinks it's crazy to think that Jasmine's husband wouldn't be at this party because it's at their house and it's a Christmas party. But, you know, Leah reminds Kendra that, you know, they're doctors, so they get called in for Christmas, like, it don't matter. And the ladies have been to events before at Jasmine's house where Dr. J was not present. So Leah's telling her it is not far-fetched, honey, at all. And she was right, because his show was not there. Okay, we all pull up to Jasmine's holiday party. Jasmine is down there directing all the LS employees. She got models, she got bartenders, she got, did I see a DJ? Of course she had a DJ. She had a girl that was going to walk inside this bubble on the water. She had a Mariah Carey impersonator. She had security. She had a ice sculpture. She had all the fixings, right? Every low carb food, and, you know, all these different foods and desserts and flowers and lights and the Christmas tree. So she had it all going on. Okay, if anything, she's gonna use this show to promote that business, that's for sure. Okay, so everyone's arriving. The first two to get there are Jasmine and Leah and Kendra. Okay, they're scoping out these velvet walls, and I was like, I had never seen nothing like that. And it just always points me back to Imani's comment of this being a drug dealer house. I mean, that's probably why she thinks that, just certain fashion choices or certain interior choices like that. But I mean, to each his own, right? To each his own. Okay, so Brittany and Mack arrived next, and Brittany and Mack looked amazing. Okay, Brittany had the little clips in her hair with like the finger waves and the little like platinum blonde look. I was worried when she had that cat eye in the mirror, because I was like, what are we doing with this? Like, you could barely see her eyes, but she pulled that together, and she looked amazing. And, you know, Mac always looks good. So then Robert and Shanique show up, and they got hands all over each other. Child, I was like, can we be like y'all? Okay, I mean, they just are so in love, right? So let me see. So Kendra and Leah, they came without their husbands, and Hobart was at work, but he did show up later on. Okay, so I'm like, when Jasmine finally comes down, I'm confused at what she got on. Everybody got on furs and stoles and turtlenecks and sleeves and stockings and pants. And she got on this skimpy little dress and her husband not even there to see it. I'm just like, I understand your body is amazing, but I'm like, does she own sleeves? Does she own sleeves that's not like a cutoff or crop top? Like, I seen the crop top she had on when she was doing the Christmas tree. I was like, girl, isn't it cold outside? She must not have been cold. I don't know. But she comes down without her husband, saying hello to everyone as everyone is drinking and having their little food. And, you know, Imani shows up. She's a little down. And she thanks the girls for really being there genuinely for her. And then we get into the shenanigans of the night, right? So Kendra is really, like, Jasmine tells her that Dr. J is upstairs sleeping. And I'm like, there's no way this man is upstairs sleeping with all this noise going down. Like, she's lying to y'all. Lie after lie after lie, and I don't know what the reason is, like why she just won't keep it 100 about where this man is at. But regardless, that's what she said. She said her man is upstairs sleeping. So Kendra gonna try to go upstairs. The security guard is taking his job extremely seriously. He like, you not going up there. Then Jasmine's sister shows up. You know, they trying all these different things to go upstairs. I'm just like, okay, it's enough at this point. It's enough. Even when they get outside and they trying to do these cat calls like hoo-doo-hoo and loo-loo-loo, like all this stuff to try to get this husband's attention. I'm like, bro, I feel it. Like, we ain't seen this man. We don't know if he exists type of thing. We only seen him in pictures. But are y'all really this pressed? Are we really this pressed to see him? No, we're not. Okay, so let me see what else. Okay, so I think that brings us to the very end of the show where we get these singers with soul. They come on down the stairs and I'm like, I know for sure Dr. J ain't up there now because these singers are loud and they singing Go Tell It on the Mountain. And Jasmine twerking, they all laughing, having a good time. Mac looking at them like, he kind of looking like, y'all are so drunk. Like, y'all are really hyping this up and it's cool, but it ain't to this degree that y'all doing it, because you could just see in his face and the amount of fun that they having and the singers and how animated they are. Like, he kind of was looking like us, like, what is really happening right now? Like, yes, I love the camaraderie here, but what the hell is happening? Okay, so yeah, so they wrap up the season, they wrap up the show with this little Christmas thing, and I was just like, I have never felt so, like, they really put these other shows on the top shelf and Married to Medicine LA on the bottom shelf, and it just does not deserve that. It does not deserve, even this picture behind me of the cast, like, it looks like they took this picture in like 2010, 2007, like the fashion of it all, the lighting, the, like, you know, like, I understand they have to warm up to that and get the money in the budget, but they did more glam and glitz and all that with Blood, Sweat, and Heels, if y'all remember that show. So just watching this, I just be like, okay, why are y'all doing my girls like this? And they're representing LA. Like, I need y'all to do them better, have a little bit more trust. I don't know, maybe they really are leaning or depending on the ratings, and maybe the ratings are really bad. I don't know, but I enjoy the show. I like the episode. I guess that's it till next season. Tell me guys what you thought about this week's episode down in the comments down below. Subscribe to my channel, like this video, share the video, and follow me on Instagram and Twitter. I'm Cameray. This is Cameray Music TV, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.